We're here with Brad Dotson at Mud Dabbers Pottery. You've probably seen it on US 2374 as you go by.
Yep.
He's going to show us how some of this works.
So
today.
my first task when it's on the potter's wheel is to center.
So it's not centered when you throw it right on there. You have to.
It is not centered. And you can see the difference already.
I'm not the first to have made this observation, but there's, in the faith, in faith, in the spiritual realm, there, we talk of centering, being centered.
Right. Well, I mean, think about it in your service. You have your opening prayer. You have your hymns or your music before the service. It's to prep. It's to prepare you for that time.
Out of all the different steps, what would you say is the most difficult?
Centering it. Centering is always the hardest. I think that takes students, someone who wants to learn it, the longest.
If you just left it spinning, what would happen? Like, how important is your presence here?
It's going to stay there. It's not going to move. I'm not. The shape, the form, isn't going to happen unless I put my hands on it. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing from the inside out, and I'm pushing from the outside in, and it's basically getting between my two index fingers, and I'm pulling it up.
If you thought that clay could talk back to you, what do you think it would say?
Well, it's been part of the earth, so now it has an opportunity to be something that's functional or admired. I'm letting that clay come around, and my hands are kind of like the template that I want. Once again, when I told you the clay is part water, the clay body wants and needs water in order to be pliable, movable.
So that literally takes the shape of your hands.
Right. You hope that you've done it enough times that nothing's going to go wrong, but I guarantee you, when you least suspect it, it's going to go wrong.
What can be the most frustrating?
Most frustrating thing is after you've made it, you've centered it. I mean, you finished basically everything, and then in the final process, something happens in the firing. And it could be the kiln gets too hot. It could be the glaze is messed up. It could be, there's so many variables